So
I think last time I checked that like 30,000 views.
not that thick. It ain't bad.
I just play League of Legends online.
Yeah, I play.
I mean, I like to push it from time to time. GTA pushes this.
I would just play like those games on my desktop. I just play those games on my desktop. Like, if I'm on the go, I'm not playing anything.
Well, that was the thing. This was meant to be a desktop replacement.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's pretty damn good at that.
Is
it worth it? What? No, but it's also pretty.
So I'm gonna get.
Alright. Oh, that is metal.
Cam, I'm gonna get a 480, 8350, and then like some shitty case, and just like a motherboard. It gives you.
Rosewell
Case doesn't
line
matter.
M.
Yeah, no, but I'm.
Rosewell
Alright,
line
so
M.
make sure that you
That's
start
what I
with,
have, and it's like
virtual
cheap, it's
machine.
like $15 now on sale. It's a really nice case. I
I
like
also
it.
need a. I'm gonna need.
Motherboard and shit.
No, I already have that. I just
Is
need
it
like
ATX or METX?
MATX, but I need like fans. Set that up.
You don't really need fans.
I'm gonna want it.
هذا فيرتشوال ماشين برنامج اللي تشتغل عليه.
Look at the Rosewell line M. That's what I have. It's like really easy to build in.
Yeah.
It already has like a standout, so like where you put on. So you see those pumps. But it glows blue too.
Really?
Yeah, like the front fan.
Does the vision work in the back?
أنا ما فهمت اللي ضاف هو وهذين.
Are you gonna be using Fortis or Nios first? What? Both? Okay.
So what can I do if I don't have the boys?
You can borrow somebody to try it.
Okay. Who do I have to talk to schedule to use a board here? How do I get in contact with him?
I want to find him. He was eating lunch outside the lounge.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm gonna need.
Yeah, I was like, well, I don't need to use the board
tomorrow.
I kind of really do need to use the board.
Again, the announcement was made in week 1. Sal, you are. Let me know that I call.
Like his emails.
Use the school board is different from this one. So
His class.
do the project according to that one. All right. So let's start. So now in your virtual machine you have a 31. So today we're going to make it 32. So just copy and paste. And then please make sure that the name is 32.
Go from cold to
And paste. Copy and paste. 32.
Oh my god.
going from a cold
Yeah, of
boot.
course. Never copy something like that.
Let's see.
All right, so once you copy and paste, you go in there, you realize there are many files and many folders. So these folders are generated by the tool. And because you're changing the hardware, you don't want to share the same folders from the previous design. Understand? Your job is first delete all the folders, not files. Delete all the folders.
Can you go back a little bit?
Yeah, you copy and paste, you create 32,
Uh-huh.
32,
Okay.
and then you delete all the folders. All. The folders will be generated again by the tool. Are we good?
Loading.
Now I go over.
Cannot copy it just because the name of it maybe?
No, copy and paste.
Yeah. It says
Yeah, you cannot have quarters opening the project while you're copying. It's like when you copy a file, the file cannot be opened.
oh, so I have to close it.
Close the program and then copy and paste. Alright? It makes sense. When
Every-
you're editing a Word document, you're not gonna copy it when you're editing. You finish editing, then you copy it.
Alright, this is all the news.
Alright?
No, this will be safe.
Oh, fuck me.
I feel like you miss one thing. You miss thick bubble class.
So what are we making, what kind of changes are we making?
Hmm?
Today, we are going to include the interface to control the LEDs that's on the board. Okay? Alright? Okay? Alright? The LED is very easy to work with. So, we're done with this part. So now, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then you can open up the new division 32.
So what do we have to do in Explore? What was the whole step we just did?
The copy and paste in the window.
And they did the.
Delete the folder.
This thing had to install Windows updates and then go from a cold boot and then just like take forever. You know, I'm sorry.
Is that window 10?
I'm sorry, Microsoft said to me, "Yeah, bitch, you're gonna wait."
First thing you should do is disable Windows update.
You're right.
I do have to delete all of those or only
I should
these
install
files?
Linux on this computer.
No, go up.
This is the.
Go up one level. Okay. So you copy all thing.
I
and
copied
paste it
this
here,
one
right?
and I put this one
Okay.
here.
So double click that one. Delete all folders.
All of them.
No files, folders.
Okay.
System 33.
All right.
Replace System 33.
Okay.
Faster version.
So right now-
Project.
We're going to start the Q system.
After we deleted, Professor, which one should we do?
Just
Open
go.
up,
go
open
to
a
quad.
project. Remember, open project, not double click anything. It's always opening project. And this is what you have. This is exactly the copy from Division 31, because we never make a change.
What the fuck?
Correct. We good?
Still opening.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
I should just like straight up upload my VMware and just like screw it up.
Does this work on Linux?
Yes.
No? Can I just copy the files into another virtual machine that works on Linux?
Or processing.
Wow, you need to, the virtual machine has all the
Now it's
library,
loaded.
library loaded.
It'll do a bunch of lines back and forth, and we'll be like, okay, and then just click on the file that it shows you.
Okay, are we good?
It'll do this, and it'll do something
I
else.
should
You just
open
click right.
the new one, right?
Yes.
Which is two. It's opening.
Yeah, and then just that
Oh,
folder.
we still do
That folder file.
Gabrielle?
0%.
Yes?
Well, Professor, we still don't have. We opened the new project, but we don't have.
This is from, this is revision 32. Q system.
Tools.
Why did we start at 31?
Because I'm using 21. So you're start.
Okay.
When I do looking names, my computer.
I know, it was like, well, we just started at like 1.
All right, are we good? So now, this is the system that we used for assignment number 1. We're going to add the LED control. Now, to QSYST or Neo system, he has no idea what LED is. He only gives the interface which you can control the LED. Okay. In this case, we're going to use a parallel input-output interface, so you can control multiple LEDs at the same time. To find that, you need to go to controller peripherals, microcontroller peripherals. Peripherals, microcontroller peripherals.
Microcontroller.
Peripherals, microcontroller peripherals. If you cannot see this screen, no problem. Vision is on. You can look at the screen behind you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So it's called parallel input output. So there's a PIO is the acronym. You click, and then you see this window. All right. So question is, how many LEDs do we have on the board? Look at the board before saying it.
10.
10. So default is always 8. You need to expand that from 8 to 10. Okay? So you tell 10 LEDs. Or 10 stuff you want to control. And it is output only.
Output.
Okay? Because you're not going to read from an LED. It doesn't give you anything. Okay? It's output only. Default values, we usually use
31.
zeros, which pre-filled with all zeros already. You don't need to do anything. Okay? But there's a checkbox we need to check. Enable individual bit set and clear. So that means when you work with LEDs, you don't have to turn on all of them at the same time. You can say which one I want to turn on. Understand? This will enable you to do that. If you don't check this, you cannot say I want to turn on the first one. Okay? So you have to check this box. And when you scroll down, everything else is grayed out. You don't do anything.
Cool.
Okay? So you finish.
Oh, this.
No, and then you delete the folders.
The folder.
Oh,
Folders.
So just delete the folders.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Easy
Yeah,
enough.
Oh, no, no.
Are we good?
No.
Yes.
Alright. So we'll give you some time to finish the operation.
بس ما طلعت انا هذه بايو زيرو ريسيت.
Yes.
Push.
Where's Q system?
No, it's in Cordis.
Oh, it's in Cordis itself.
And it's in programmer or tools. I think it's tools by the bottom.
You had to open.
لا بس طلع لا.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, open your open program, not just open.
Yeah.
ولا حاطينه يعني. هو طبعا كده. يعني هذا المفروض فيه.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, yeah, so I'm going to sit down. Okay. So right now, there should be 2 errors because you put in a new component, you never make any connection to it. So what we need to do is we need to connect everything properly. And these errors should go away.
We gotta open DEO.
Yeah. The first connection we're going to make is the clock connection. And to make the connections, you go to the tool, there's a drop-down box. And then the clock you should use is the system clock. System clock. All right? The system clock. The system clock has a name, DE0 underscore clock underscore system underscore clock. The moment you make that connection, the error will drop from 2 to 1.
Yes.
Okay? Will drop from 2 to 1. If it doesn't, please let me know. Okay. Are we good?
No.
Is that there's no vision behind you, Gabriel? No, the one right behind you. That one doesn't turn on. All right. Next, you need to change the reset configuration.
Your thing's
So
all.
right now, if you look at it, there are 3 dots you can
I need
click.
to
So it is the first one,
first one.
the second one, and the third one. Okay,
I don't
3
know
dots.
why your thing is all like that.
The 3 dots.
Now zero errors.
Right now, you should have 0 error, but you have warnings. Okay?
2 warning.
2 warnings. So now we're going to fix the warnings.
Will it run with warnings?
No.
I won't.
If you have warnings, if you force it to run, you still run. However, the system generally it's not functioning properly. So when you write your software, you get this bizarre message coming out, hey, something is wrong. Okay? Then you go back to fix this part first. All right, so the warning message is because these particular components meant to connect to external components, like whether it's going to a board or going to something that you have designed outside the system. But the system detects that, hey, this component has no external connection. So what you do, you need to create an external connection. To do that, double click this guy. Okay? Last guy, this is LED, so LED. Sorry, this is PIO, so this is PIO underscore LED.
In small.
Yeah, you can only use lowercase for connections. We use uppercase for names. All right.
LED. Underscore.
Are we good?
Now one warning.
There's a sign-in sheet circulating. Make sure that you sign it. Okay. Are we good? So now warnings down to what? Where's this one? This one tells you the CPU, the microprocessor, has no way of sending data to this module. So that means the data connection is missing. So select the slave, S1. You need to check the data master. Okay. So now, create connection. The microprocessor can talk to the slave through the data master, and then it has an external connection.
0 error.
All right?
0 1.
Okay. Remember that 2 dots is the left dot.
Why would the PIO have a swing? Wouldn't it just be like switching?
I couldn't hear. Say that again, please.
How come the PIO would have a slave? Like, what instance would it be more useful? Wouldn't this just be like switching it on and off?
No. The reason we have this one as a slave is this is a master slave host guest configuration. Every time you want to write out, send out any data, you have to go through the master interface. And then the master interface only exists in the microprocessor itself. So to make the communication compatible, your component, whatever you're doing, must have some kind of slave. So that they can communicate. This is how they create a microprocessor system in the news group. Okay? All right? All right. Next, we need to change the name of this. Right click, changing the name. This is LED. What color is the LED?
Probably
Blue?
Green.
green.
Green. Because there are LEDs on other boards have multiple colors. Okay. Uppercase, when we use uppercase for names, lowercase for connections. Okay.
Capital. And underscore
We're
green.
good? Yes? Yes? All right. Next, every time you connect a slave to the master, especially in the data master, what will happen is this particular component will occupy a chunk of memory in the memory address. And the 2 will give you the default, which is always 0. And you can say that it's wrong because you cannot have everything always the same. So what we'll do is we need to assign those addresses using the 2. So right now you click System, Assign Base Addresses. And then the 2 will automatically assign the addresses. You see, why don't you force this? Well,
So did you choose from system? Assign?
System, Assign Base Addresses. You may ask, how come we don't force these addresses initially? It's because your system is growing. Every time it grows, the memory space will be changed. So until you're to a point where this is mature enough, this is stable, I'm not going to make any change, you can go in there, start manipulating these addresses yourself. And then the guideline, there's a guideline in altara.com you can download, shows you which component can only go to this specific address. So it's really not, you can randomly assign anything. Okay? So the solution is let the system assign, not you assign. Okay? You can do that, but you know the addresses range. Alright? So, this is pretty much we have. You should have zero warnings, zero error, zero warnings. So, file save. File save. These are all the changes we're making today to the hardware at this level. Okay? Once you save that, you can go to generation and then hit generate. And then depends on machine, you can take just like that. Okay? Or it will take a walk and come back.
Done.
So this is show the benchmark of the system. The system is fast, it should be
You
like
will
that.
open the O2 32.
Click, done.
I just bought a new system.
Oh,
Very good.
property of
I bought a new one too.
Awesome. Professor, if I want to add more RAM,
Yeah, did you copy it?
does that should
No, I
be
thought I was just supposed to delete
equal
it.
the same that it's in, or it's
No,
delete the
first you
folders,
need to
right?
Yeah,
check
but you
the
have to copy
vendor.
it first.
Make sure that they make the RAM upgradable.
No, you
Yeah,
told me you
it's
just have to
upgradable.
delete them.
If they're upgradable, you open the case, look at
He
it's
didn't.
really
He haven't
upgradable.
copied.
yeah, it is. You
Somewhere
can
it's
put
in
like two.
Copy
It's
the
like
thing.
two.
And then
So
go
copy
to
31.
whatever, found out the model, and then you found something that's
told me just to
compatible,
fucking
like,
delete
No, if
No, I
it's
said
for example,
copy it.
what I have is 8. What I have is 4. So if I want to add 8, can I add 8 and 4?
Yeah, usually it's 16 is the
Yeah, because
Yeah, I know, it's
someone
still
was
in-
telling me
it's
that
still in,
it,
recyclable, so I'm
when
good.
if you have 4, you have to add 4. Either or you add 8 only.
Yeah.
It's the time to recycle
Yeah,
one.
copy
You can
it.
have
Really,
4 plus
really
8,
good
4 plus
at
4,
making sure
8
it's
plus
really
4,
something.
Track.
Even if they are different, it's fine.
Recognize the recycle bin.
Okay?
Plus it in the 31.
Yes, because you might
Then I
have
hit
to
close
dig
after
through
that.
it.
After
Now,
generating.
alright, after you generate, you can close this because we are done with
Okay,
this
copy that.
QSys.
Copy.
Okay?
Go back. Copy the whole folder. Copy the whole.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
No, you don't-
QSys
you-
is completed.
Go back.
Very good.
Computer cannot
Generate
delete the scanner or camera.
Yeah.
How we doing?
Press it.
Good.
Press it.
So we're
So
just
now,
making
you
two
need
of
to
them?
double click your project to see the block diagram, because the symbol should change. You need to right click the symbol, update.
Yeah.
And what will happen is there will be a new connector.
Do we do all symbols or blocks?
All, when you do symbols update, all of them, always do all of them. Okay?
From where did you get the symbol?
The symbol is already in your top level block diagram.
Yeah, where did you right
Double click
click?
your project, it will show up.
So just right click.
No, double click, double left click.
We did that finish it?
Yeah.
We got the block, but how can you finish delete the folder?
So I'm just gonna have to
Right-click.
copy.
Right, yeah, just copy
Update
it now.
symbol.
This class is so stressful.
Symbol.
That's
One thing is screwed.
All simple.
okay.
All symbols.
Okay.
So delete this one.
Okay.
No. Rename it to all 32.
All 30.
Just change
Where's the signing?
So REV 32.
I have
Yeah,
one
you
of
can
them
see
was
all-
get
all
disconnected.
So that.
Then how the output?
Yeah.
File that
You
you
can
can.
say just a name. Okay, go inside. Delete the folder.
This one?
Yeah,
the
all
same
the
like
folders.
Some of them got disconnected.
To teach us.
Okay.
And you
Teach
have any
us.
issues? You can have like any
Yes.
I mean,
Okay,
Yeah.
close it.
almost like
And
always.
run the folder.
I don't know. I've really gotten that far into it.
I found out through
It's very
experiment
comprehensive.
that if your operating system is Windows, but your language setting or the machine was purchased from Saudi Arabia, the behavior of this arrangement of these ports are different. Some of you, if you update a symbol, you can see some of the port didn't show up here. You show it in the middle of something. Then you have to disconnect everything and then reconnect everything properly.
This one, this laptop from here. I bought it from here, from America.
Because if you use American built,
Open project.
if you use an American
Yeah, all two.
so like a laptop,
Yeah.
this is exactly the behavior.
Two.
But I've seen if you have an Arab
Oh, that's
machine,
Uh-huh.
this symbol looks a little different. I don't understand why, but the port will be different.
Everything breaks.
And then it's very consistent. It's always
You
different.
go to.
Sometimes they put a clock.
So I
here.
just
yeah, yeah.
reconnect them and it's fine.
Yes, you can reconnect. You have to make sure that
Okay,
it's
thank
matching the width.
Yep.
You know it.
No, I'll
Disconnect
find
everything and then
No,
reconnect
it
everything.
might be.
So if you have a
Professor,
machine bought from this country, this is exactly the behavior.
are the instructions on ULearn?
No, they're live.
They're live.
They're live.
Okay, they're like I said.
Yeah, because Windows screwed me over, man. When Microsoft would just
Just
say,
have him
"Hi."
send that video.
You
Yeah.
need to disable Windows Update.
No, but then I'll like get a virus.
No, there's no virus attacking. Okay?
Russia's
They don't
hacking
have
my
enough
computer.
virus attack FBI. Why do they find a virus attacking?
Next thing you know, I'll have to pay bitcoins to somebody because my computer's behind it.
No, just get me a new hard drive and save your Bitcoin. Alright, so if you don't have the connection like this, no problem. Make sure that you reconnect them properly. Okay? Alright.
Whatever, I'll figure it out later.
Now remember, I said before, every time you make a connection to the symbol, you cannot have two things touching each other. When you're touching each other, doesn't mean there's a connection. So right now, you look at my connection, this symbol is touching or probably is inside the symbol. You don't want that. You want to extend it such that you see that little piece of wire coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this piece and then move it out a little bit.
Why are some of the pieces wired like, or like thick? You
It's a
know?
buses.
Cool.
We're having like a dot between the intersection.
I don't know if that's still connecting or not.
First, can you take a look at this?
Yeah, remember, this is a group. When they put this in the wrong place, they're not going to put it in the middle here. They'll either put it before or after, not in the middle of the group.
Yeah.
This is a group. If everything is shifted, the whole group is shifted up and down.
No, I'm not shifting that. But the CIN clock, the first one,
Yeah.
is connecting, but also it's giving you an X.
X means you have a piece of wire going in. You can delete that extra piece of wire. Okay? Yes? So now we need to label our LEDs. First, we need to create a pin for the LED. So let's find a pin. Let's zoom in here first. Our LEDs are output. So I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to label this LED green. Alright.
By the
Yeah.
I'm gonna paste.
LED green. Then we're going to find out if the LED is active high or active low. So how do we find that?
Manual.
Exactly. You'll go to the menu. You find the page.
What if this is all in the manual?
What?
Is everything we're doing in the manual?
No. It's like buying a computer. It shows you how to turn a computer. It doesn't show you how to use Windows. I'm showing you how to use Windows.
It's copy and paste. The bottom. That.
The stuff we're covering is chapter 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, so we can just get the textbook and do it.
Yes.
Let's go.
Good luck. It's not live. We covered chapter 7,
Challenge
8,
accepted.
9, 10.
What did you?
They don't give you this live pointing where to click. They give you a word describing this is what you do.
You want to find this
And
button.
interpret the image, right? How do we do that?
That's like IT in a nutshell.
All right, so controlling the LED is here.
Active high.
All right, so let's read. LEDs, which section about LEDs? There are 10 user controllable LEDs on the D0 board. Each LED is driven directly by pin, blah, 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 okay. Driving is associated pin to a high logic level, turns the LED on, so it is active high. Okay? Right, which is different from your
Low.
UP2. Okay? UP2 is not active high. Okay? So active low or active high. Right, so I can click here. 9.0.
افتح زي
Yeah,
Easy small.
looks like that. So after that, you get something like this.
plus 9.0.
Yeah, the dot means it's a bus. So from 0 to 9, you get 10 of them. Okay?
ترتيب هذا حقها نفس الترتيب اللي هنا. دبليو اي
هي ما بقول لك اياهم 11 1 الزد زد الزد 15 1 الزد الزد
باس وي
No, this is the hardware. This is why we're only making the hardware connection. When we start writing a program in Eclipse, then we can see the drivers will be able to control these things individually.
So when we do this, that's why it shows up in Eclipse like all those like
Names. Remember, QSys has the names for each component.
Wait, it's supposed to be capital Z?
Yes. QSys has names for all the components. When you program, you're gonna know the names of these components. Quarters 2 lets you put the system as a component inside and then download to your board. Okay? These pin names does not matter, but we have our own convention naming these input outputs, so that when we look at the pin assignment, we at least we know those are input, those are outputs, what they mean, where they should go. Okay? All right. So are we good? All right. So now this page is all set. So you zoom out, make sure that you get one connection on the right hand side, which is the clock going to the SDRAM, and then on the left hand side, a bunch of stuff. Okay? As you're adding more and more components, this symbol will grow like this, vertically, minor horizontal. Okay? Right. So this assignment is due next week. So when we come back from next week, I'll talk about the assignment that's due the next week, which is the week after your Christmas break. Okay? That one, you need to design some circuits as well. So you do that through your Christmas vacation. On the plane, stop designing circuits. Right? When you're home, designing circuits. That's why having the board at home is very handy. You can test it right away.
Maybe it's not gonna work.
It doesn't work the same first time.
Yeah, someone would definitely get sketched out. I started this on plane. Like, what's the numbers?
You're like that one guy who's, I think he was doing like some accounting work, and he actually got like
Yeah, he's doing calculus. He's like,
yeah, he's doing calculus, and he got like pulled over by the FBI, and they had to question him.
You can close this. So now we need to go to files. Okay, files. The settings that you have in the system right now is
Where'd you-
copied from the previous revision.
how'd you get? Oh, fine.
It does not include anything you just added. You understand? It does not. So what you need to do is you need to add the new stuff you just created for this revision. Okay? All right, so to do that, very easy. You double click files.
Wait, how would
Then
I
you
get
get
this file first?
This.
How did we get
Files.
Yo, you
Right
should
there.
like upload that to YouTube so we can all watch it.
Yeah. All right, and you just go to the folder, synthesis, submodule,
All this stuff.
include everything.
Where?
All right, dot, folder, synthesis, submodules, everything.
Back. Your name. Like your J number. J number.
Professor, how did you get
Folder.
the
I click on the file, but the file is not opening
Control
again.
A.